Hello everyone, welcome to CityWorks. I'm Shannon O'Dowd. Today we're going to be talking some trash with your sanitation providers and learn about their latest techniques for processing the tons of trash they collect every year. Now joining me now is Ken Robbins, who is the General Manager with Midway City Sanitation District. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
It's great to be here.
Now, talk to me a little bit about this. So what kind of services do you provide?
The Midway City Sanitary District provides sewer and solid waste collections for Midway City and Westminster.
Okay,
areas.
so both Midway City and Westminster.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And then what area do you provide the service in? Like, do you go to people's homes, or how does this all work?
Residential-wise, on the solid waste, we provide service to 19,878 homes. That's a combination between both the Westminster and Midway City. And in sewer, we provide sewer lateral services to basically 19,878 homes and additional 14,000 commercial businesses within the district's jurisdiction.
Wow.
Yeah, for a total 174 miles of sewer mains that we have maintained. That's underground.
Yeah, you were telling me before the show started that you have, what was it, 20, wait, how many employees was it?
25, including
25.
myself.
25 employees handling 19,000 homes.
On a weekly basis.
On a weekly basis. Wow. I'm just curious because, you know, recycling has been kind of something that people have been trying to push. We have Earth Day, we have all these things. How important is recycling, and do you feel like it's becoming more important?
Yes, more and more each day. As people recycle more, we eliminate the use of landfills, which is depleting every day the amount of space that we have, and eventually somewhere down the line in the future, not in Orange County, probably for the next 50 years, but after that we'll have to end up going to rail haul, and which is going to cost an enormous amount.
Sorry, what is it?
Rail haul. So we'll put it in rail cars and haul it out to the middle of the desert somewhere, which is going to, easily triple the cost of doing the service, minimum.
Right.
And at the time maybe quadruple from today's standards.
So I always am wondering when I'm about to throw something away if it's recyclable. Now, if the people at home are wondering if something is recyclable, should they err on the side of recycling it, or should they err on the side of just throwing it away in the normal trash?
I would suggest to err on the side of recycling it.
Okay.
With automation today, at the MRFs, either MRF that we could go to, which is both
What's a MRF?
It's a material recovery facility.
We don't know all these little terms.
Sorry about that.
Okay, a MRF is a what?
A material recovery facility.
A material recovery facility.
Yes.
All right. Okay, got
it.
it.
And we could go with the district. We have a contractor. We could go either with CR&R Environmental Services or Rainbow Environmental Services. Okay. Both of them will put it through a machine that will actually separate all the recyclables out.
Okay.
And therefore bundle it up, and then of course send it off to where they have their vendors for the recyclable materials.
Right.
And then make a pile for which would go to landfill. So I'd say within doubt, put it in the blue. We call Pushing the Blues program. Pushing the blue.
Pushing the blue. I like that. It's easy for people to remember. You should get little magnets and send it to people's homes.
Pushing the blues.
Pushing the blue. Well, you were actually telling me before the show started that it's cheaper for the city to have it go into the recycling. Can you explain that?
Yes, the district has an agreement, within the same agreement for the both material recovery facilities, or MRFs, that our blue container is dumped at free of charge. So we do not charge a tonnage fee for a blue container, whereas if the residents put everything in the black, we're charged $50, almost $50 per ton for everything that's put in the black.
Wow.
The district last year estimated, just going off the tonnage reports that are provided by these two facilities, Rainbow and CR&R, we spent about $500,000 more than what we had to in tonnage fees if the people did recycle properly.
How much was that?
About $500,000 more than we needed to last year.
Wow. And so if people spent more time pushing the blue, putting stuff in the blue containers, you would have saved $500,000.
Yes.
That's pretty significant.
That's a lot.
I mean, not only are you doing something good for the environment, for the planet, but you're saving your city money. And I don't feel like maybe people realize the impact of that, because in turn you're able to keep their solid waste fees down.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about the solid waste fees in the city of Westminster and in Midway City.
Okay, and for both fees are the same. They're $14.75 per month, or $177 a year.
That's so reasonable.
The lowest around, yes.
The lowest around.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm paying $50 to $75 a month just
my.
for my solid waste.
Yeah, I haven't heard a number
Well,
of that.
maybe it's bi-monthly, but still,
Yeah.
it's significantly more than
Yes.
14. And you are able to keep that cost down. How? How does that work?
Innovative ways on how to manage the solid waste system.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do now is through camera works, GPS tracking on the trucks. So we don't even have to leave our office to know where our fleet's at and what they're doing and how they're doing it.
Right.
A customer calls in, we could tell them right where they're at, what they're doing. We could take a still photo of their house if they said the customer did or the driver did this or did that. So it's all about providing service too to the people. And
not to interrupt you, I'm just curious. It seems like technology is just changing our lives in every single way.
Yes.
You know, we've got these smartphones, we have the social media and the internet. How is technology changing what you do and how you do it?
oh, you could do more with less. You need less people to manage the district as what you did in the 90s.
Which keeps costs down.
Which keeps costs down because
Yeah.
personnel cost is the #1 cost
Yeah.
in district. Is actually number one cost is actually tonnage fees. Number 2 cost is
Which
the
would
personnel.
go down
Yes.
if people push the blue,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, because those are free for
Yeah.
tonnage. Okay, we're learning some stuff. I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, innovative ways of keeping the personnel down.
Right.
You would still need to service our area. We'll still need 7 trucks and 1 help truck. So 8 trucks total go out every day.
Okay.
So we'd still need 8 people minimal.
Right.
But,
until the robots can drive the trucks.
Yeah, until the robot could drive the trucks and not hit other parked cars, or we could. But we look at innovative ways to help provide the service, and I talk with the employees quarterly on. That's what we're here for. We're here to provide a service. Without providing that service, they don't need us.
Ken, how long have you been doing what you do?
I've been at the district since 1999. I've been the general manager since 2011.
Wow. So quite a bit of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you probably have seen how technology has impacted.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
in many
Actually,
ways.
I've been I've been a part of most of the technology that the district has.
Right.
I started at the district at the very bottom. I was building carts.
Really?
And I worked my way all the way up. I went.
That was like the mailroom.
Yeah.
And
that
then
was
you
it.
worked your way up.
I worked my way up.
And now you're the head honcho.
Oh, if you want to call it that. That's what my job description says. But
That's what
I
it
have
says
a
on
job
your
to do.
placard on your desk?
No.
Head honcho.
No, it does not say that. I don't look at myself that way.
So what technologies are you using?
In what aspect?
In every aspect of what you all are doing with solid waste.
Okay, with the solid waste, we use technology and GPS tracking to
Right.
track our trucks. We know exactly where they're at every minute of the day, and what time where they're at.
Okay.
We could go back 30 days minimal if
Okay.
we want. We've also used a 4-camera system to where we can actually have a videotape of the truck at any given time of
Wow.
what's going on, and we could take still photos from that video system.
Okay.
And it helps us alleviate any liability problems that do come up. Actually, if one comes up, one came up today, and
Yeah.
it was the resident was happy that we had an answer.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that happen. Yeah.
Right.
And so here it is. We showed them, and they were very pleased.
Wow. You have footage. You have
Yes.
surveillance. You have the ability to answer all those questions. It's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things that are happening.
All right.
The first one is the conversion to natural gas. Now, you were given a deadline of when that you had to have this conversion happen.
For the district, it was 2020. For the larger agencies such as Rainbow and CR&R, they had to convert a lot sooner than we did because they have a larger fleet.
Right.
But it depended on the size of the fleet. But ours is 2020. Our station is being designed right now, and will be built and completed by November of this year, 2014.
So you were supposed to have it done by 2020.
Yeah.
But you're having it done at the end of 2014.
By the end of 2014, and we'll have 2 new solid waste CNG trucks.
So essentially 5 years in advance.
Yes.
Nice work, Ken.
And we.
High five.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a teamwork.
Overachiever.
That's teamwork.
Yes.
We have 25
There's 25 awesome employees, it sounds
and
like.
5 board members. Everyone
board
played
members.
a part in there.
That's really cool.
Everyone.
Okay, now being the last agency to keep solid waste service in-house. Talk to me about that.
Actually, I think this is a very positive for our residents. Has PERS changed their rules on how retirement benefits are paid and who has to pay what? You're going to see that. It's going to be cheaper to keep it in-house and do it as a government agency. One, a government agency doesn't have to build in profit margins.
Gotcha.
So we could do it cheaper all the time. Now the problem is we still have to do MRFing, or go to material recovery facility. But
material recovery facility.
Yes, and if we had the capability to buy land or have land to buy within our district, it'd be even more cost effective to actually do our own MRFing, our material recovery facility, and creating our own zero waste program, because that's how I think we could truly get to zero waste.
Right. Is that the goal?
That's the goal for everyone, is to get to zero waste. But I think being as a government agency, we could do it a whole lot cheaper than having to contract out with the larger companies that do the MRFing, or material recovery facilities.
I have a question for you. How much are we dumping into landfills?
From the district?
Yeah.
Roughly, well, last quarter we, out of all our loads, out of the residential, 86% was recycled. So 14% was dumped into the...
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
I would say that's really good.
That's very good, yeah. And that was the last quarter report.
Almost 90%.
Pretty close right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was just the report that was given to us last week.
Do you know how that compares to a national standard?
I think the national standard is probably closer to 60, 65, somewhere in there.
65% recycled?
Recyclable, yeah.
Wow.
I think. I'm not 100%
sure. That makes me feel kind of good.
Yeah.
It's above 50%.
The mandate is 50%, and then they're moving towards 75%.
Right. Just recycled. That's really, that's inspiring.
Yeah.
That's inspiring that we're actually able to recycle that much.
Yeah. And that's through our partners with both CRNR and Rainbow. They're our partners, and so they get us to that percentage on the residential side.
That's so great. Now, if you wanted to communicate something to the residents, what would it be?
Oh, I think a question that you put out earlier, Shannon, is when in doubt, put it in the blue.
Push the blue.
Push the blues.
It sounds like a blues song.
Yes, it is.
Can you sing a little blues song for us?
No.
I'm pushing the blues. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm pushing the blues. Okay.
Not for me. I'm not a singer.
He's not taking that bait. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, it sounds like you are way ahead of the curve with recycling.
Yeah, we try to be.
Sounds like you have 25 amazing employees that are very hardworking and loyal to you.
Yes, we do. And
I understand why. Wow. So now I wanted to ask you just a couple of other questions. So you just celebrated your 75th year.
Yeah.
Well, the agency celebrated 75th year of service.
Yes.
Right? Did you have a party?
Yes, we had an open house on April 19th.
Okay.
And
did people come down?
Yeah, there was a few people that showed up, probably about 150 total.
Yeah.
But it happened to be on Easter weekend, so
well,
the timing was bad.
Ken.
That was bad. Yeah, that was bad.
They had to Easter egg hunt. Not do that.
Yeah. Should have had the Easter egg hunt. Should have had the Easter bunny there.
Well,
give out chocolates, but.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. 75 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, were you born in Midway City? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I was born in Midway City. I was actually raised in Garden Grove, just outside of Westminster, and then I bought my house in Westminster in 1993.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are giving back to the community in which you live.
Yes.
In which you were born. What a cool thing.
I think so. A lot of people ask me, why would you want to be the general manager in the city that you live in, or for an agency within the jurisdictional boundaries you live in? And I think
why do they ask you that?
Well, because they were worried about people coming to the door and always asking questions and bugging me on off hours.
Does that happen?
It does. It does happen, but it's a good thing. It's educational. And like I said before, and I'll always say again, we're here to provide a service, and that's what I signed up to do. When I came to work at the district from the beginning years to now is about
So you
providing
welcome people
service.
coming to your door and asking you questions?
Yeah, and it's usually
we have it on tape.
Yeah, I just don't know my address.
Come visit Ken.
Anytime.
Yada, yada, yada address. Well, the one thing that you did say before the show was that you will come out to people's homes and speak to them face to face if they have questions or concerns about how sanitation or solid waste is being handled.
Yes.
It's not, if you call, you don't get a robot.
No.
You get a live human being.
Live voice, yes.
Yeah. So you're really you're keeping it simple. You're bringing it back to the basics and making people feel like their voices are valuable.
Yeah, everyone's important in our district. We serve 100,000 people, and each and every one is a very important part of our district.
You serve 100,000 people.
We serve 100,000 people.
And you're doing it well.
Thank you.
I have to say, Ken, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I learned so much about recycling, and I'm going to push the blue. I know I don't live in Westminster, but I'm pushing the blue.
Pushing the blue.
For Midway City. Thanks
you.
again so much for being here.
Thank you.